Good morning from inside today. In Indiana, we didn't have clouds last night. A cold front moved in, cleared out the clouds. We had some heavy frost outside, but not bad in the greenhouses. But with the sun today, it's finally warming up very nice in the greenhouse and the high tunnel. So today we're going to get into some trouble in both of those places and stay warm. In the greenhouse, we have some seedlings that need up potted to some larger cells as they continue to grow great root systems. And in the high tunnel, we are working on the new trellis system for the sweet peas that hopefully will be ready for Mother's Day. Even the bees came to see what trouble they could find out in the sunshine today. Well, it might not be spring vacation in Florida or down near the equator, but it certainly feels like spring vacation at the moment. 80-some degrees in the greenhouse. The sun is absolutely beautiful. It got rid of all the snow. And I'm certainly grateful for that. What I've got to get done here, one of the projects today, is to take this flat of sweet pea seedlings and put into some larger containers so they can hold off for another maybe 2 weeks before I get a chance to put them into the high tunnel and see if we can have flowering sweet peas for Mother's Day. Not a hard process, but certainly with my eyesight, especially with my smaller seeds, this process works great. I'll lightly dig up a few of the sweet peas. The roots grow quite rapidly with sweet peas, especially inside. These guys have been out here hardening off a little bit in the greenhouse, but they do get extra protection beyond just the single layer of plastic. The smaller greenhouse will heat up a lot faster when the sun comes out, and it will certainly cool off a lot faster when the sun goes down in the evening. But with my eyesight, especially with the small seeds, as I was saying, it makes it difficult for me to see exactly how many seeds I'm getting stuck into each tray. And as any gardener knows, you start the seeds and you hate to destroy them. Does not matter if it's an onion seed or a flower seed. You hate to take the poor seedling when you've got 2 in the tray and destroy one, especially when they both look great. So I found an easy way to do that when you can't see those teeny tiny seeds, especially, or when you've got lots of them to grow. I hope to get about 900 sweet pea plants out into the high tunnel, is to take a just general flat, put my basic fine seeding mix in there, sprinkle the seeds on, let them sprout. Once we get to the point that they have sprouted, they'll go underneath the lights. I won't need as many lights to begin with. I don't start fertilizing until they get a set of true leaves. Once they get a set of true leaves, they're going to be running out of steam from their seed. So they'll start getting some fish emulsion fertilizer. Once they are well enough established, and I can see them, like I was doing some snapdragons the other day, I'm able to take this tray and start pulling them out one at a time. Take my healthiest seedlings, which usually most of them are quite healthy. If I've got one that doesn't quite look healthy, I might put 2 in a spot. But as most of them look pretty nice, they're able to go in these trays. And this job will take me a little while to get through. I'll show you some of the stuff that I've already done in the last week. The tables in my greenhouse will allow for quite a few flats, which I do have inside. But with the chillier weather, only the plants that can stand a little bit of yuck get in here. These are a table of sweet peas. This should equate to about a dozen trays by the time I'm done. They're growing along great. At night, I'll put a double layer of plastic over my frame here and turn on the heater. If it's super cold during the day, I'll leave the heater on during the day and leave a layer of plastic over it. But so far, so good. In another couple weeks, I'll start running heat underneath the tables so that I can bring all my flats out here and fill up underneath my little sub greenhouse in the greenhouse. I'm going to finish this up and then we will go see what job needs to be done in the high tunnel. I went ahead and got started without you. Not the most exciting work, hauling recycled fence poles from around the farm out of the barn. This half of the greenhouse will start out this spring growing 900 and some flowering sweet peas. I'll have 6, maybe 7 rows. I should be able to fit 900 into 6 rows. I might put a 7th in, depends on how many seedlings I've got, or if the weather turns nice, I might add them to an outside trellis. We'll see how that goes. Can't beat that sunshine, can you, Butternut? And Levi seems to enjoy the paper. Levi, what's with your spot? You don't care, do you? I've marked the lines with my string. They're spaced out, and I'll be putting fence poles in. The netting is 5'7", so these poles will not necessarily be tall enough once I get them leveled and put in the ground firm. So I'll add some 2x2 stakes to take it up to about 8 feet. Maybe a little bit more, Levi says. The paper roll I get from the roofing section at our local Lowe's. Very cheap covering, and for a lot of what I'm doing, it works great to kill off what was underneath, which this is not grass, this is actually cereal rye. If it was given the time, it'd get up some height. I could roll it over and use it as a mulch. But being I'm planting the sweet peas, here in a couple weeks, there's no time for that. So I'll be rolling out paper, and on top of the paper, I'll be putting my chip bark mulch. A nice little lasagna type effect. The ground was plowed last fall, and got a lot of work yet to do with all these fence poles. Not the most exciting work. Well, that sun certainly is bright. It's warmed up nice in here, t-shirt weather. And if I'm going to get anything done today, I'd better get driving these stakes and get another day closer to getting these sweet peas in the ground. I will catch you all later. Oh, so sweet. Thanks for visiting us today. I hope you had a good time. We certainly enjoyed sharing a little bit of our world with you. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button. If you really enjoyed it, please click the subscribe button and join us again soon. Have a great day, everyone. God bless.